Well, hey everybody, welcome back to Astroneer. This is episode 3, and I'm Joe Mama, your host. So, if you remember when we left off last time, we had a pretty long dance card of things that we needed to get done today. Things that we can get done. Maybe not that we need to get done, but things that we can get done. And we have a list of missions that we can accomplish. I guess that's the wind? Okay, wow, that's the sounds, I guess. But yeah, so anyway, yeah, we got quite a list of things to do, and we're going to start this episode off with a bang, quite literally. So we've got this exocache, and I don't know if you remember from the last episode, but one of the missions, even though we'd already accomplished it, was to blow up one of these exocaches, which are these pelican case-looking crates. We've got dynamite, and I've got it placed, so let's step back a little bit and detonate this sucker. There we go, cracked caches. Alright, excellent. So from that, we got exochip, we've got some organics, and we got some debris, which we could take if we wanted. Oh, have I shown you this? We can collect this debris and take it with us. It looks like this. Let's see, can I put it here? Yeah, watch this. It turns into this milk crate looking thing, if they're small enough. Okay, we'll put that right there. No, that's right. This attaches to the buggy. Okay, so what we can do, we could pick these up, and it will put them in the crate. As you can see, we've got a bunch of stuff in our crate, and that is the debris, and I'll show you what we can do with it. But let's get our tails back to the base. And you'll notice when we get to the base, I've done some off-camera work. And that RTG makes an obnoxious noise. Okay. Let's get out. I really wish you could influence stuff while you're seated in your vehicle, but you can't. So I'm gonna collect those, because right now, I'm on a mission to unlock oh, look at that, it did an endo. I'm on a mission, kind of, to unlock as many blueprints as I can. That is an ongoing mission that we have. And the key to unlocking them is with bytes, which is basically like a unit of research. Think of it in Factorio like the science bottles, the science packs. All right, so here we can collect our mission, but before we do, let's take this thing out of our backpack, and then one thing we have not done yet is use the shredder. We can take the debris and put it in the shredder, and it creates this little nugget right here. There you go, and there's a complete shredded nugget right there, and then it will continue to do the rest, and I don't know how much of a nugget that's going to create. It will stop eventually. Yep, there it goes, it stops. So, and then depending on the size of the shredder, depends on how big of a piece of debris you can shred. Like this is a piece of debris right here, but we can't fit that in the shredder, obviously. So look at all the pallets of stuff that I've put together. Lots of great stuff. I've collected all kinds of materials all throughout the world, this world, and smelted a bunch of it, done a whole bunch of science, and basically trying to set up as much, kind of clean the place up a little bit, and set ourselves up for doing the good stuff today. To include trains, I've got a locomotive and 3 cars ready to deploy, along with, if I may, 3 10 packs of rails. So we good. But before we get to that, let's go ahead and take a look at our mission list over here on this pad. Let's examine. Cracking caches, and, we got 1 exochip out of the cache, but now for doing that, it's going to give us 2 more. So, dink dink. Okay, so it just dropped us 3 more exochips. Can we pick them up by chance? Do I have room in the inventory? I don't. Okay, so this organic stuff, I'm actually going to put on the smelter. Look at that, you can expand it, collapse it, all right. Let's go to the backpack, and let's go ahead just to smelt this stuff. And that'll turn it into carbon. You can see it's already turning into carbon. Which will be useful. So now we have that space open, we can pick up those exo chips. And let's see if we can stow these. Let's see. Got that piece of carbon right there. I'm gonna put that graphite right there because we're actually gonna need it. And I'm trying to keep it organized, trying to keep everything together as much as possible. As much as possible. So let's see if we can do something with these extenders. And you know what? Let me just figure out what to do with the extenders. I will be right back. You know what? I think we're just going to put the extenders right here on this pallet. This pallet's going to come with us when we do the trains. Alright, what else can we do? I know we had a list. Arm yourself. Print an AutoArm. Okay, what I'm looking to do here is just get as many of the quick resources that we can get as soon as possible. And arming yourself, so we got to print an AutoArm. And I think that's already unlocked, and store a resource with an AutoArm. Okay, this is a hint at the, tractor. Is AutoArm here? Yes, it is. Graphite. Okay, that's where we needed the graphite. We're getting a little hint of the automation potential in this game. It has an automation potential. Okay. So, AutoArm. Let's print one. Alright, now this is a little bit tricky. Think of it like the inserter in Factorio. So if I sit this right here, unpack it, what I don't know is where it transfers the stuff. So let me see, if I take one of these and put it over here in one circle, and I take an item off my backpack, or let's take the carbon. Okay, oh, turn it on. I didn't want you to take that! Oh, I picked it, but okay, we'll take it. We'll take it. Okay, so the AutoArm works. Not exactly what I planned, but we'll take it. Okay, so that gives us a large extended platform and a schematic for said platform. Got it. And that saves us from having to buy it. Alright. So, look at this thing. Okay, I remember this. So, okay. Now, I'm thinking this is specifically tailored to the arm. Am I wrong? Okay, what does it say? It says a platform with extended frame designed to support AutoArms. Okay. So what if I take the AutoArm? Where does it go? Like that? Can I put it... Huh. Oh, okay, okay. So it would just put whatever... It would put it here, right? I guess? Okay, so the green is where you would load stuff. Or am I wrong? Yes, no, maybe so? I don't know. Okay, carbon. See what happens if I put it here. See if we make this work. Oh, okay then. And if I take this and put it over here. Interesting. Okay, so we learned something. I have not used this very much at all, just to kind of complete the tutorial in my own game. So, we'll leave that there. Okay, so we've got that. What else can we do before we start on the really good stuff? Let's see, the parts unknown. Print small shuttle. We'll do that. Can we do that? You know what? It would actually be really good if we could do that right now. So let's print a small shuttle, which I think... Can we do it with this thing? Or do we need a big printer? We might need a big printer. Let's take a look. Yeah, okay, we need the big printer. Okay, so what do we need to make a big printer? We don't have a big printer, do we? We've never actually made one. Okay. 3 compound. That's why I collected a whole bunch of garbage so we could do this. And we have a place to put it way over here. Okay, let's turn that off while that prints. We're gonna make space. So let's move this over here, and let's actually move this over here. Okay, yeah, that works. So that's the big printer. We set it up, it prints a rocket ship. So we're also going to need to print a solid rocket booster, which I think can print here, if I'm not mistaken. It would be a solid, yeah, solid rocket, solid fuel booster. Ammonium and aluminum. Okay. There's the aluminum and there's the ammonium. Okay, so we got the booster, we got the printer, and with that big printer we can print a rocket. Okay, so the printer, we bring over here to this platform. I knew there was a reason I printed this platform. I knew it. Alright, pop that there. Okay, there we go, print that there, and let's see how much the small shuttle is. 2 aluminum, that's it? Alright, let's do it. I did think I got more aluminum than this, but, oh, you know what? I might have actually used them for the trains. That's alright, no, actually there's 6 right there. There we go. Okay, total of 6. So if I take this, there we go. Alright. Take the thruster. And did I grab the 2 aluminum? Did I? Yes, I did. Now, what this is going to do, this is going to allow us to go to these other planets. And, on the other planets in the solar system, which you will see, you can actually kind of see them orbiting around here and there. There's one right there. We have other resources that'll be available to us that aren't available here. So it definitely behooves us to look for a way off the planet. Alright, so let's see where we're at. Okay, talking tungsten, so we're gonna have to go, I think Calidor will be our first stop. And we'll try to find some wolframite, and we'll see if we can print the tungsten we need. So it says talking tungsten, refined tungsten from wolframite. Lithium is another one, but we don't need that just yet. Stuff storage, print and fill a medium resource canister. Okay, got it. We also want to build a trade platform, yes, but in order to build a trade platform, we need to build a trade platform, hang on. What do we need to build that? I'm trying to remember now. Exo request form, trade platform. We need an exo chip, yes, we can do that. But we need iron and tungsten. So in order to get iron, we need to go to another planet, and tungsten, we need to go to another planet. So we can't build a trade platform without the shuttle. Okay, so shuttle goes here. I get it. It doesn't look like an actual shuttle, does it? Okay, it just looks like a little lunar lander or something. Okay, so we did that. Now we need to make an oxygenator, which I think we need possibly aluminum? Ceramic? What else? What do we need? Oxygenator, ceramic, and aluminum. Yeah, there we go. Ceramic and aluminum. There we go. This is going to accomplish one of our missions. Alright. This ought to do it. Boom! Yes, completed. Parts unknown. Alright, that's going to give us a couple of extra resources. Alright, forward progress. What's that? Place a shelter on another planet. Got it. Gonna do that. Place a landing pad on another planet. Yep, too easy. We're gonna do that, but we might not build the shelter just yet. But we should have some rewards, which should be an RTG. Oh. Oh, and a shelter. Oh, well, that's cool. Oh, excellent. So, remember what I said about them handing these things out like candy? Yeah, they're handing these things out like candy. These little... Basically, it's free power. Okay, so this is a field shelter, which I can take in my pack. So you know what? we're going to take that with us when we go. And we've got another booster, which will also help. And just for gits and shiggles, we're going to put this sucker right there. Okay, so we've got power. Okay, so we've got a method to get off the planet, but that's not what we're going to do just yet. We are going to set up some trains. So what we're going to do is we are going to pull one of these off, put the locomotive and one car on, and we'll take these two off for the time being, and we'll put this here. All right, let's go for a ride. We're going to go over to the lab, because that's where we're going to start. So, first thing we're going to do is grab one of these rail packs. Actually, you know what? We could pretty much kind of leave... No. We'll take one with us. Now, these things we could just pick up like this, and they sit on our pack. But we can't really access them back there, so we're just going to take them out, and then we hit... You notice it says hit F to use, so we're going to hold the F down. And one of these pops out, and this is a rail segment. And you can kind of aim it. You can see where we want to go. Let's take a look. What we're going to do is bring our rails past the base, and then we're going to head toward this blue dot, and I will explain why. So let's first set up a rail right here. All right, and I'm going to see, can we disconnect this cable right here? Can we disconnect that? And can we connect this? Yes, excellent. Okay, so then what we're going to do, grab another one. Now look, it automatically runs the rail for us. That's kind of a spoiler, but oh, that's weird. I've never seen it do that before. Okay, so let's, if it's red, if the rail is ghosting with a red image, it won't work. Okay, so it's white, which means it will work, and I usually set it to where it turns blue, which is about very close to the maximum length that the rail will go. That's about the maximum separation. And I'm thinking right there is good. All right, so now here's what we do. So we take the locomotive. This thing is so cute. Open it up. And now we put it onto the rail, but we want to face it in the right direction, so we can use CV and do that. So there's CV. Let's go ahead and put it right there. Okay, now notice it also produces its own oxygen. And also notice, you can't exactly see it just yet, but when we hook, watch this. Do we have a power supply right here? We take this, we can plop this anywhere along the rail line. There. Or, oh, you know what would be even better? How about this one? Let's take the RTG thing here. Watch this. Because right now the wind thing is not doing much of anything, but this, now look, see that yellow stripe right there on the rails? That means this is carrying power. The rails will carry power. So, the rails, you can connect it to a central power plant on the planet, and wherever the rails go, access to that power plant will go. You just have to plug things into it. It's very cool. So even if we do this, so let's take this car, and it will snap to the rails and snap to the locomotive like that. Now let's go ahead and pull this thing off here. Now notice the stripe is gone. But we put it onto the car here, or onto the locomotive, and it actually powers up the rails. You see that? Very cool, I think. All right, so with that in mind, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna bring all these rails with us. We'll put that there. Now, also notice something else. Oh, you know what I am also gonna do? Take this rail, put that right there, this pack of rails. It's just going to be right there in the locomotive where we can reach it. Also, I did happen to pick up this extra wind turbine. We don't need it. We can actually put it onto the tips of the rails if we want. Not a terrible thing to do. Okay, So now that we've done that, let me put this over here. Put this over here where I can reach it. Okay, now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring these rails over here to the base, so we can swing by the base. Let's see, the question is, do I want to go past where all the stuff is stored? Or maybe I just want to go here. You know, I could do that, and then maybe I could always move the pallets around. Now, here's a very cool feature. Right there, hit F, call the nearest car. Oh, not a lot of power, okay. Because we're not hooked up to the main power system yet, it's moving at slow power. So look at this, it says it draws, as the train currently is, it draws 2 units per, or 4 units of power per second. And what it's attached to is not supplying that, so it's going to move slow, but it is moving. That's the important thing. But we want to get it close to the base. Dadgummit, if you hit F, for some reason I have this habit of hitting F, which actually puts it right into our inventory. I don't want to do that. Okay, let's do... Is there any other place we could hook it up? No, I think we're going to hook it up right over here. Okay, now, notice we have the extenders. Let's go ahead and use the extenders. Okay, so we grab one of these. It's basically an extension cord. Rotate it, and we can hook this up to it. Boom. And then, ooh, these things are ready to pick. And then we can plug that in. Now, these rails have the full power of all of our power plants attached to it, however much that is at the moment. I mean, not much is spinning right now, but all the power plants are tied together. Solar, the wind, the little RTG thingies that are attached, but most of them aren't right now. So anyway, yeah. So this, and notice, our oxygen tether comes off the individual posts as well. Like right here. See? Comes off the post. So you can use this as tethers to go into a tunnel, for example. Okay, so now what we're going to do, now we're going to head for this purple dot. So I'm going to start laying the rails and using the ones that I've got, and I'm going to show you what we can do with these gates. And this might be rather boring. I might do a time lapse, I don't know, we'll see. Okay, no, okay, something else. Oh my gosh. Things I want to show you guys are just hitting me like crazy fast. So, to help in automation, they've got these things right here called target pins. Now, what you can use this for, see, how do I do this? If I can, do you pin it to the ground or what? Create segment. Okay, yeah. What you would use this for is like to set up a sensor system for automating the changeover of rail junctions. And I have not actually done that yet. But I want to try that with this game. We'll do that, but not just yet. Okay, also, I did a thing offline. I built this big, using the terrain tool and the soil canister. If I hit E, and then I hit the Alt button, I can actually build a column using the soil that I've stored. And if I remove the Alt button, and then I just hold the left mouse down, and it actually eats the terrain, sucks it up. So using that, I made this big dirt penis, and basically to get up to that gateway. And we're gonna need that. We're going to climb the dirt penis with the train. And there's a reason we're doing it with the train. Alright, we can actually do this if we want. We can do it on the side. We can actually climb the side, which will allow us to actually climb up the column. Oh, one thing you have to be careful of, though, is that when this thing creates its when it computes and does its calculations to figure out where to run the rail, it actually will tunnel terrain out of the way for you. It's actually very cool. Trains are a very OP tool if you know how to use them. I am not gonna lie. Very cool tool. Okay, so let's see if we can climb up this thing. Alright, can we... Right there? Okay, let's rotate that way. There we go. Okay, let's bring it up here. This is so ridiculous that we have to do this, but so be it. Okay, grab that quick, otherwise it will fall. Okay, we're gonna fall and kill ourselves, aren't we? It's entirely possible. Okay, I'll actually put that right... We just need to put it somewhere. Can we put that there? No. Okay, we'll put it right there. We can always pick it up, but we kind of need to... Ah, man. Son of a gun. Okay, so what we do, since this is kind of a temporary thing, really, let's go ahead and build it up. This is so ridiculous. I went around and explored the planet a little bit, and I found a few of the other gateways. They're all like this. It's almost like there's a little screw up. There's a little glitch with the let's see, can I mount that up here? Yeah, we'll put that right there. It's almost like there's a little glitch with the pathing, or the with what the game considers sea level. Not pathing, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But it's almost like the game considers something to be sea level that isn't sea level. And all of the gateways are way up like this. But fortunately, a couple of them are close to the mountains. So let's see, can we build this up so we can climb? Problem is... Oh, you know what? We might be able to do this. Let's get in the train. And we can manually operate the train. The question... Oh, you know what? No, we don't want to do that because... We're gonna have to replace... We're gonna have to relocate... we're gonna have to relocate that pylon, and we can't relocate it if the train is in our way. Alright. This is a little cheesy, but it's really the only way to do this. I think this is a glitch. The fact that this happened, but we need to get up here. We have got to get up here. Okay, oh, don't fall now. Do not fall now. Okay, there we go. All right, so let us take this pylon and let's put it right here. Now, right now you'll notice our little wind meter, or our wind turbine, is not spinning. That means we don't have wind power at our disposal. But in order to activate these gates, you have to plug them into a power source, and that power source absolutely has to meet a certain units per second criteria. And I don't think our power system meets that criteria unless the wind is blowing right now. So let's go ahead and plug it in. Oh, yes it does. Yes it does. Okay, excellent. So watch what it does. Well, let's get the train up here. Yeah, let's get the train up here. Oh. Oh, crud. The train is drawing too much power. Crap. Okay, there it goes. Now it's gonna do it. Takes its bloody time. There we go. We've activated the gateway. Now I want to show you something. Okay, new mission, a core concept. Oh yeah, we gotta go to the core. There's one of these at the core, and I'll show you. So let's go ahead, hit F. And what you're gonna see is this map. And what you don't see, it's kind of hard to see, is that there are there's one in the core, it's called a node. There's nodes at the poles. Let's see, this is the South Pole, this is the North Pole over here. Now where we are at, you can't really see it very well, but there is a lit orb right there. It says the origin mode, surface elevation on equator 3. There are 4 of these nodes around the equator and 1 at each pole. And then there is a 7th node at the center of the planet. If the planet is in fact not a planet but a moon, there will only be a core and 2 polar nodes. There won't be any on the equator because the moon is so small that you'd practically be right on top of each other. All the gates would be on top of each other. So our goal is to go around to all 6 of the surface nodes, and then we can unlock the core node. Alright, so we need to bring a power source to each of the nodes, and the way to do that is we can use the train to go to each one. That's very expensive because we've got to make rail. We have to make rail packs, or we can attach. Which I think it's 20 units per second. We can attach power plants to the trailer and pull it with the trailer, and then use it like a mobile power plant to unlock all the gates. Now, it is possible, depending on what we use for power source. Like, if we can fill these pallets with wind turbines, and I think each wind turbine is, you know what? Let's take a look real quick. I have one. Each wind turbine, there is the 1.5. Yeah, each turbine is 1.5 unit per second. If we take these things and we attach them to this storage medium here, that storage medium, 8 of them together will be 12 units per second. And if we have 2 of them, then there's 24. That's enough. Or we could do big wind turbines, which they're not nearly as powerful as this whole pallet. They're like 5 apiece, but if we pull a tractor with 3 trailers, we could have 4 wind turbines total, and that would be 20 right there. So it's possible. We could do it. But I'm thinking we've unlocked this one, and I don't think... Well, here's the problem. Do you know how hard it's going to be to try to drag a tractor with trailers up each of these dirt penises? That's going to be a pain in the ass. So we're going to have to use the train. It's going to be a royal pain. All right, let's hit F. Get rid of that. Let's do that. Get rid of that. Ugh, that's going to be a pain. So right now we can't go anywhere. Since there's only one gateway, we can't actually go anywhere. So let's go ahead, turn this... Did it again. Let's turn this train around. Okay. So let's see, how do we want to place this? Like, maybe like that. Like, oh, I had it right there. Okay, we'll do it like that. Let's see what it does. I'm just curious. Let's see what this does. I have never had any issues with pathing for this train. Not yet. It just goes right through it. Okay. So now let's go back the other way. Goes around and back down. Now let's see if we can build it from the ground up. How many pylons do we have? Should be 3? Alright. Oh, great. We can come right to the ground. That's beautiful. Alright, so the question now is... Now, once you activate a pylon, it will tell you where the next active pylon is, or inactive pylon, and it's that way. So I'm kind of thinking that we switch these around. We attach this to that. Can we do that? Let's move the train. Okay, move the train. And then... There we go. Yeah, just like that. Okay. So now we attach that. So now the train goes up that way, comes down this way. Let's hit F, let's call the train. We're gonna have to do this every damn time. That kind of blows. Okay, I just want to use up the remaining packs of rails. Okay. Let's see. R, where is it? It's that way. Okay. Okay. And right there. So that's all the rails we have for the time being. Let's go back to base. Let's RTB. Oh, this is so awesome, though. I mean, it's ridiculous what we have to do, but it's great that it works. Okay, just for grins. Let's drop that. Don't need the R, don't need that anymore. How much will these wind turbines produce? 5. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 of them, so 30. So we have more than enough. Oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and put the remainder of the cars on the track. Okay, there's that one. Alright, and... Come on, had ya. Boom, there we go. Alright, so now we've got a fairly complete train. And we could load it up with things, but I think we'll use it to pick up stuff and bring it here, like science packs, things like that. So we'll leave it be for now. So next thing we're gonna do is go to Calidor. What do we need to build a landing pad? I would like to build a landing pad on Calidor. What do we need to do that? So we gotta look at the size, at the printer. What do we need to build? Because I think it's this thing that we need. Okay. Maybe it's not unlocked yet. Let's see if we can unlock it. Oh, we might not be able to. Ah, there's the landing pad. Okay, I kept missing it. Alright. Okay, well, let's, what about this? So, we'd actually have to print it on another planet, right? If the big printer prints it, we need 2 ceramic, 1 aluminum. Alright, we just unlocked it. So, let's see, can we unlock it? Or can we print it? 2 ceramic. Okay, don't need the tethers, don't need the extenders. And 1 aluminum. Landing pad, okay. I think this thing's gonna be so huge, we won't actually be able to carry it, unfortunately. Is there anything I can carry in this thing? Nothing. I could pull the oxygenator out, which would complicate what we would have on the planet, but... Alright, so we have a field shelter, we have a solid fuel thruster. Okay, so yeah, that's one thing I wanted to tell you, is that this thruster is only good for so many uses. Like 4 launches, and actually, basically, it's enough to get us to a planet and back. Oh, that's not terrible. That's not bad. Oh, you know what I'm totally gonna do? I'm gonna pull the oxygenator out. I'm gonna put this sucker in. And we're gonna take this as it is to... Calidor. Let's go to Calidor. Alright, so we hit V. Alright, check that out. Oh, look, you can see... You could actually see that the gateways were elevated. Alright, let's pick the proper planet. Calidor, that's where we want to go. Let's go! I'm glad we got to do this on this episode. Okay, so I think we're already there. Alright, so we got 2 launches left. Please tell me that these things are not suffering from the same problem. I think they're not. I think we might be in good shape. In which case, I can see it. It doesn't seem to be elevated. It might be, it might not be. I can't tell. Please don't be. Oh, it's iffy. I want to land next to the gate. Oh, good, 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 good. Excellent. Alright. F, let's get out. Excellent. Alright, so basically this is a desert planet. And what we're going to do is we're going to do what the mission told us to do. We're going to set up a field shelter, which I think has its own oxygen supply, but I might be wrong. Yes, it does. So it's got its own oxygen supply, and since we've got this landing pad, we're going to set this sucker up like right up here. So now this will be marked on the map as like an official landing spot. Okay, and then let's expand it. Boom. Alright, excellent. Now let's see, there's different plants here. But let's see if there's anything we can grab. Anything, we might have to come back here with a tractor or a buggy. Now I want to show you something. Let's see, where's the E key? The fauna here, the flora and the fauna, the flora are hostile. Watch this. Yeah, it shoots stuff at you. So we're gonna kill it right now. Boom. What is this thing called? It's a spiny Atticus seed. Okay. Spiny Atticus. Alright. I can't remember the name. Looking around for any unusual resources, but I'm not seeing any. What is over there? Oh. What is that? That is a spine lily. Okay. Yeah, it can hurt you. Alright. Oh yeah, so since we set up a landing pad, we can actually receive rewards at the landing pad. So let's see what it's going to give us. So it can give us 1,000 bytes, and then forward progress gives us a, oh yes! Yes! A buggy, a rover seat, and 1,500 bytes. Oh, beautiful! Oh, I'm so glad we did that. Perfect! So there's our buggy. And, hang on, put this where the rover seat goes. Let's expand the rover seat. So now we can drive around a little bit. And I think we even have a power supply on us, do we not? Yes, right here. So, let's just take a little drive around. Excellent. I was hoping that some kind of reward like that would be handed out. I just didn't think it was going to be that one. Let's see if we can find some wolframite on the surface. I think we actually have to go to the mountains. See if we can find a mountain. Okay, that is not stuff we need. That is... I forget. That's the stuff for rocket fuel. Ammonium. That's it. That's ammonium. We don't need it. It's good to know it's there, because yes, we can make solid fuel thrusters out of it. What I'm looking for is wolframite. And it has... Oh, I think I see it. I think I see it. No, these things won't hurt you, at least not that I know of. Okay, so what have I got in this pack? I've got room for 4. Yep. Wow, that's not a lot. Nothing? Seriously? That's it? Okay, well, that's all we got for now, at least at that location. I'd like to get a couple. So you notice there's a little icon that appears on your terrain modification tool, and it tells you what resource can be gathered if you dig in that spot. And right now it's saying there's wolframite here. So, should be something. Anything else? Yep, right here. Okay, we got a few. 3, I think that works. 3? Is that 3? Yeah, we got a whole bunch of organic though. Don't need that. But, let's go back to base. Let's RTB. Alright, getting out of there. We can actually take this if we want. And put it on the launch pad. It doesn't really make a difference as far as, it doesn't really make a difference as far as taking off, but at least, you know, just get used to it being there. Alright, so let's get here, and let us go back to base. And our planet, our home planet, is Silva, which I think is this one. Is that it right there? Silva is our home planet. Let's go back. Okay, our solid rocket booster just expired, which means it is done. And we should see... Let's increase the speed here. We should actually see our base come into view. It'll have its own separate icons right there. There it is. There we go. Ah, and it lands on the base. Excellent. All right, beautiful. So, before we finish out this episode, let's go ahead and do a thing. Do we have room there? Yes, we do. And that is take our tungsten. And we should have 3. Okay. Excellent. Let's see what new mission it has for us. Okay, talking tungsten, schematic, medium generator, and a floodlight. Okay, so we'll take that. Active. Okay, what are the new ones? Digging deeper, gather malachite. Oh, malachite, that's copper. Obtain malachite sample for use in logistics evaluation. Yeah, we'll be able to get that. We've already done it. I know where we can get some. Malachite, I think, is for copper, yes? Material matters. Print a chemistry lab, print rubber or plastic. Yes, we'll do that. And safe as houses. Okay, so these are all places we should place a shelter or landing pad, and that's basically on all 7 planets and moons. A core concept. Activate a planet's core. We will do that. Might not be this episode. Might not even be the next episode. We'll see. See how things go. And prototype recovery. Okay. I don't think I've done that in my first game. I don't know. Anyway. So, prototype recovery. Anyway, that ought to do it for today. So anyway, hopefully you found this interesting. Really enjoyed this episode and getting all this great stuff done. Got trains, got off-planet transportation, and through the reward system, we got transportation on said planet. So, things are looking really good for episode 3. So anyway, if you have any comments, leave them below. I'd love to hear them. Always interested in this game and other people's opinions and knowledge. Love to hear it. And if you liked it, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And I'll see you in episode 4. Ciao.